But Harry Styles now, still, hell yes. If I was out on the street, if I was on Hollywood Boulevard and he was in an alley and he was like, come here. And then I came over there and he was like, bend over.
You would do
Back
it.
arch down, over.
That's
Let him
real.
do whatever.
That is real.
Right. I got a podcast. I to the no. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Literally Screaming. Woo! We're so excited to be here. Each week, I'm joined by a new guest where we talk about all the crazy shit pretty much going on in our lives. Today, I have a very special guest. We're going to be talking about starting off on TikTok, talking about living on the East Coast, and what we really didn't expect from becoming influencers, and obviously so much more. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Aliyahs Interlude.
Hey, guys.
So, Aliyah, how was your weekend?
My weekend has been... Weekends?
Yeah, like your weekend. I mean, like, it's the weekend starting, but, like, how was your...
Like, last weekend? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no, usually I do this on a Monday, so I know, like, we're spicing it up a bit, I guess. So it's like, how was your last weekend?
Period. Okay. My last weekend was great. I got here on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really didn't get to do anything that weekend, but...
How has your week been then?
Okay, my week has been so eventful. Like,
okay,
I
what did you
loved
do?
it. I had a shoot for like a magazine.
High five! That's crazy. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. It was so cute. And then I hung out with some friends, took some photo shoots. I went to a Flight House.
How was that?
It was so fun.
I think I was supposed to. Well,
you were.
Yeah, I was supposed to be there. It's not. I think I know, but I had to get a COVID test.
Really?
Yeah, I felt really bad. Okay, so I planned on going, and like I had everything planned, and then my friend canceled, the one who was gonna go with me, and I was like, okay, what the hell? And then after they canceled, I was telling the people at Fly House over DMs, I was like, hey guys, I'm still coming, but I'm looking for another guest. And they were like, okay, we got one. And I was like, slay. And then my friend was like, oh, by the way, the reason I can't go is because my roommate has COVID. So I was like, oh, cool. So now I have to get tested. And then by the time I got tested, it was already...
Dang. Well, I feel like you can always go back though, like another time.
Yeah, no, I love Flight House. They're always so sweet to me.
They are. And their studios are super nice.
I know.
It's
and they have
so
like
cute.
the what's it called? They have their own
studio.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have their own damn studio.
Their
like the word
recording
was
studio
studio.
looks like some shit off of Victoria's. Like, you know, like when iCarly got that that makeover, that room makeover.
I know who you're
Doesn't
talking about.
Doesn't it look like that? It's so cool.
Well, for me this week, I had to climb out of my car window to run and get. Okay.
What?
I talked about this on TikTok, but in case you didn't see it, have you been to the Target here in LA yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was at the Target on Sunset Boulevard, and when you leave, you have to scan your receipt to exit the building for the parking barricade to go up. So I'm like sitting in my car. There's like a line basically going this way, and I was kind of at like the intersection. This sexy man was like, okay, yeah, no, you can go in front of me. And I was like, ooh. So I'm in my car. I keep looking in my rearview mirror, like, and he's looking back. And I was like, oh, like, you know, in High School Musical where they're like, this could be the start of some. That's what it felt like.
So bad.
He wanted me so bad. And then I went to go scan my receipt and it actually flew out of my hand.
You're lying.
No, I wish I was. And, like the scanner for my receipt was like blocking my door. I couldn't reverse because then I would hit his car and I couldn't drive forward because there's a barricade. So I rolled down. My window was already like halfway rolled down. I had to roll it down the rest of the way and I had to crawl out of my window.
Oh my God.
And then my receipt wouldn't scan. So I had to do like call assistance.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, we got you.
Wait, so when you were doing this, was the guy like still looking at you?
All I know is when I got back in the car and I looked back in my rearview mirror, he wasn't looking anymore.
Oh my God.
I was like humiliated.
No, but I feel like if he wasn't looking, maybe he didn't see that though.
No, he definitely, I feel like it's really hard to see someone crawl out of their car window and chase down a receipt.
True. But I mean, at least you've made it out.
No, we live and we learn. And I think I'm okay now.
Yeah.
You know when something really embarrassing happens to you and you're like, I'm never going to get over this. And then the next day you're like, why the hell was I embarrassed?
And then and then you had content for TikTok too.
Yeah, right.
Win-win.
So when shit happens to me, sometimes I'm just like,
literally.
Thank God.
Like God wanted me to make a TikTok
about
this
so bad.
Like, yes. I be thinking that all the time.
And we were talking about this backstage, but what's your zodiac sign again?
I'm a Taurus.
Do you know your moon and your rising?
I'm a Leo moon. Yes! So our sun and moon is the same. I feel like when you're the same sun as somebody's moon, like y'all automatically connect.
You get along,
yeah.
you know?
Wait, what's your moon?
Virgo.
Virgo? Actually, I like Virgo.
I'm a double Leo and my moon is in Virgo.
You're Leo rising too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That's cunt. I love that. That's so cunt. Like, I love when people have the same 2 placements in their big 3 and it's like a good sign.
I found this out not the other day, but like a few months ago on TikTok, some lady was essentially saying that because my sun is in Leo, your rising, what is it? It like reflects your sun sign, but because the planet for Leo is the sun and my sun is already in Leo, my rising just like magnifies that.
So you're like a double Leo.
So basically I'm perfect.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Pretty much. I feel like Leos are perfect though.
We are. I was talking about this with Fanita the other week. We're just like everyone's.
Oh, Fanita's a Leo.
I love that. And everyone's just so jealous of us. I don't blame them though.
That's that Leo coming out. I could see it. Yeah. What's your Venus?
Oh. Should I open up an app?
Yes, let's see.
Okay, I have to open up.
You know, Venus is like the one that does friendships and like relationships and shit.
Venus is communication?
Yeah, something like that. No, that's Mercury.
Okay. My Mercury is in Cancer. My Venus is in Gemini.
Oh my God. Do you see that a lot in your relationships? Like, you said you like Geminis, right?
I love Geminis.
Okay. So
I love Geminis.
Maybe that's a thing.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's because of my Venus, but I heard that your degree, basically, what is it? Your degree of the sign.
I don't get that far into it.
I heard that it essentially is how old you are in that sign. So, like, if you're a Leo and you have a high degree, it means you act more mature.
What's your degree?
Oh, for Leo, 0.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
So,
they gagged you.
Yeah.
No, wait. What about for your what's it called? Your Venus.
My Venus, it was 19 degrees.
Oh.
So
I feel like 19 is a really cute age.
I feel like 19 it's up there. Like, we're not fully mature yet, but
right. Did you like 19?
The age?
Yeah. People always say it's either like traumatic or really good.
So well, when I was 19,
back in my day.
I mean, it was good, but it ended like
horrible.
Well, that was also like when I was in my relationship and then like the ending of my relationship. But also I like 19 because it's right before you're 20. I feel like the worst age to be, for me at least, was 20 because it's like you have to wait. I mean, everyone's always like, oh, when you're 20, it goes by so quick. No, it doesn't.
Really?
Because the next year when you're 21, you're allowed to, like, I can legally drink now. Like, I can order alcohol. I can do whatever. I can go to a club. When you're 20, especially when, like, you know people that are also, I'm a July baby. So my birthday is at the, like, and so summertime and all my friends are already 21 and they're all out like, woohoo, Spencer, come. And I'm like, bitch, I'm 20.
Literally. You gotta tell them to order you some drink. Oh, I don't know if I can say that on TV.
Oh, no, you can. They can order me.
Yeah.
Supposedly, allegedly. Hypothetically speaking, I did have a fake ID.
Yeah.
So, don't get a fake ID.
Don't.
But actually don't, because my bank account got...
What do you mean? How is that correlated?
My bank account got hacked.
How?
So basically, you can either... I didn't know this. You can either use Bitcoin, and who the hell knows how to use Bitcoin?
Like
what? And then you can, do your bank information. So I was like, why don't I just put in my routing number in this like fake ID like website? I woke up the next morning. There were like different weird transactions in different countries happening, and it was like 19 cents, 20 cents, $20, and I said, oh.
Was it like a lot of money though?
It was like $500, but that was in like one night. So I had to call my bank and basically be like, I didn't do all of that.
Did they give it to you back?
Oh yeah, they gave me my money back, and then they had to cancel my debit card, send me a new debit card. And then I was like, I didn't learn my lesson. Let me actually get a fake ID this time using Bitcoin. So the second time I used Bitcoin.
Where did you get a Bitcoin?
Cash App.
Oh, Cash App has Bitcoin?
Yeah, you just like put your money in, and then Bitcoin is like, okay, so for every dollar, this is how many Bitcoin you get. So I paid this like random website in Bitcoin. And then when I got my I only ordered one fake ID. They sent me 6.
What? That's lit though.
They sent me 3 that said male and then 3 that said female. And I'm guessing because in my photo I was wearing makeup, they were like, what is that? So they were like, let's just be friendly and just send them as many as we can.
That's actually really nice though. Was it expensive?
I think, well, yeah. I think it was, because they're scannable. So I think it was $170.
Okay, but for 6, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, and I thought I was just going to get 1.
Right.
And they accidentally sent me 6.
That's a win-win.
That's a sip.
Did you... Oh, God, let me get some of this.
You're really good at asking questions.
Yeah.
Like, interview me.
Like, that's actually one of my toxic traits. I was telling Drew earlier, I was like, whenever I first meet people, I turn into Oprah. Like, I actually have to know everything about you.
No, ask as many questions as you want. I love this.
I got you.
That was tasty,
that was
wasn't
so
it?
good.
That
you heard that gulp?
Yeah, I did.
That was delicious.
It was like a...
ASMR.
We just whisper for the rest of the podcast.
Bitch.
Die. Bitch. Imagine being told to like die in ASMR.
No, for real. That would be kind of good.
That would actually
That's kind of good.
Like, I would be gagged.
Honestly, I'd be like, oh.
Like someone with a knife to my throat. Die, bitch. Like, okay, work.
Literally,
like, do it.
that's real. Because it's like, you wanted my last moments to be good. And that's like, that means you're a good person.
Do you listen to ASMR?
The only ASMR I like are the really crunchy chicken ones. Those like give me life. Like, you know, there's like, I know in Asia it's like a big thing. Like a whole bunch of like Asian influencers, they always get the Jollibee. Do you know what Jollibee is?
It sounds very familiar.
It's like these like really crunchy fried chickens.
Okay, then yes.
Yes, and they just crunch the flip out. I can't curse on here, right? I can curse. They crunch the out of the fried chicken. Like, it's so satisfying. Like, but do you be seeing the ones with like the really like weird food and shit? Like, it's like the worst, like, weirdest.
I see the ones that are like, the glasses are made out of sugar, but there are drinks in the glasses. So then like the ladies, they sip out of it and the glasses are like zigzag shaped like this. And then you see the drink go, and then the first time I saw that though, I got really scared because the lady crunched the glass inside of it. I was like, oh my God. Like,
bro. And they do that shit and don't even tell you.
They don't tell you. It's like jump scare.
Literally. And then you go to the comments, you're like, oh, okay, this is what's going on.
So the ASMR I watch is a little different though. I don't watch it that much anymore, but when I was in high school, I did a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever talked about this before.
What ASMR was it?
Oh, okay. So like when I was in high school, I was lonely and wasn't in a relationship. So to fall asleep, I would cuddle up next to my pillow and listen to boyfriend simulation ASMR.
They make those?
Hell yeah, they do.
Like,
they'd be like, hey babe, want me to scratch your back? And I'd be like, yes, I do. I actually, one time, this is actually real bad. Oh my God, this was actually sick.
Just say it.
I listened to one where it was like, your kidnapper. Like your kidnapper.
Oh, like you're into that type of thing.
No. But like I was like, I have to try it out, and I did fall asleep to it. I fell asleep to a kidnap ASMR.
Yeah. I feel like I like people who
maybe I shouldn't like ever say that ever again.
No, that's real though, because people are into weird ass shit and they never say it.
See, like I like looking back at it, I'm like, why the hell did I do that? Like I'm not into being kidnapped, nor would I ever want to be kidnapped.
But I feel like, okay, if anybody saw that, they'd be like, okay, what is this about? Like,
I was curious, and like, you know what? He put me fast to sleep.
So you would do it again? You would.
I would.
You liked it?
Maybe a little bit.
You liked it.
Maybe. Me twirling my hair.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, okay. Do you have a celebrity crush?
Well, I have like, I phase in and out of celebrity crushes. Right now, I actually don't have one
at all.
No.
Do you think Timothée Chalamet is hot as
yes. But okay, so I used to be like in love with him, but that's because I saw him in Call Me by Your Name, and I was like, OMG, like me too, I'm gay, be my boyfriend. And then it was just kind of like it like fizzles out, you know?
Really?
It's like with anything.
Honestly, I feel the same way. I get like super obsessed with like one celebrity crush, and then I just don't care about it
Right now,
anymore.
I'm like still in love with Harry Styles. But like,
do you
who
like
isn't?
One Direction era Harry Styles more than now Harry Styles, or like is it like would you like this one better?
I feel like One Direction Harry Styles was 16, and it'd be a little weird for me to like
Okay,
him.
but I feel like
when
you
I was
were like
when I
you
was
were like the
16,
same age.
when
yeah.
I was
Wait, no, you were younger than him.
I was younger than him.
Yeah.
When I was like 12 and I saw Harry Styles and he was 16, hell yeah. Now I look back at it and I'm like, But Harry Styles now, still, hell yes.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I would let that man do anything to me. Like actually anything. If I was out on the street, if I was on Hollywood Boulevard and he was in an alley and he was like, psst, come here. And then I came over there and he was like, bend over.
You would do
back
it.
arch down over.
That's
Let him
real.
do whatever.
That is real. I feel like I don't know if I love Harry Styles, but I don't think I'm attracted to him anymore.
That's okay.
I feel like when like I
Less
was
competition.
Oh,
that's all I heard.
No, because I used to be so obsessed with One Direction, and I was in love with Harry Styles. But then it's like when you like someone as a kid, like you can't just like grow up with the same celebrity crush.
Yeah.
I feel like. Did you have like one as a kid that you really liked?
Oh yes, Zac Efron.
Ooh,
High
School Musical era.
I didn't know. I don't know how my mom didn't know I was gay because at the end of the first High School Musical movie, I cried.
Really?
Like I had tears in my eyes. I think I was in kindergarten when it came out.
Oh my god.
And I was bawling my eyes out. My mom was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I want to see Zac Efron again. I want to see Troy Bolton."
Oh my god.
And my mom was like, "It's okay, Spencer, relax." And then High School Musical 2 came out.
Oh wait, what's the best High School Musical?
Well,
It's 2. Bye.
the best one.
Yeah.
2.
2 is the best, just because of the pool scene.
Like okay.
Sharpay, that was her movie.
She ate that
That
up.
was her movie.
Sharpay said,
Fabulous.
"I'm the main character," and
Yeah.
I sympathize with Sharpay.
Yeah. I feel like Sharpay gets the short end of the stick all the
She
time.
really does.
She deserves more.
Like
because-
Gabriella just pops up out of nowhere. This new girl in school gets
Please,
the
let's
lead.
not talk about Gabriella. Gabriella is okay. I feel like the main characters in shows be so annoying. Like, let's talk about Victorious.
Okay.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Tori
Vega.
Tori Vega. I did not like her character.
I
but
think-
then I don't know.
I think Kat and
Kat?
Jade.
Mhm.
But like, here's the thing.
Mhm.
Not to be a bitch.
Yeah.
Victoria Justice, you did your thing.
And
Woohoo.
I love Victoria Justice.
But yeah, no, I just didn't like her character.
Yeah, for sure.
At all.
What about Carly? Were you more of a Sam or Carly person?
Sam?
Really? Sam was real.
I loved Sam, and I actually Carly pissed me off a lot because I remember that one episode when Freddie saved her and then Carly fell in love with Freddie. It's
Oh
like,
my
this boy has been in love with
gosh.
you for ages. He can treat you right. He's smart. He's your cameraman, and you're gonna play in his face like that. Like, I'm sorry, I'm
That
gonna
really
get upset.
pissed me off,
Like,
too,
she was like,
though.
I think I'm in love with you, and Freddie was someone who was like, no, I saved your life, and then Carly was like, you're right, and then left.
No, it's the way that you remember that whole thing when they made like Sam and Freddie get together?
I was
what
happy.
was that?
I was really happy.
I
when
feel
they
like
got
it didn't
together.
make sense though.
No, it didn't make sense at all, and that's why I loved it so much because Carly could have been with him,
Yeah,
but she had her chance
True.
for what, 7 seasons,
literally.
and she didn't do anything about it.
To be honest, and then what's it called? What about Spencer? Are you attracted to Spencer?
No,
Really?
Attracted?
To Spencer. I feel like I like people like that,
oh,
like weird.
I feel like the only reason. Maybe I would have been attracted to Spencer, but because we have the same exact name.
Yeah.
I remember in middle school, everyone would be like, is your name Spencer, like from iCarly?
Oh my god.
And I'd
that's
be
so
like,
annoying.
no, bitch, my name is Spencer, and he's like me.
Yeah. So basically, they named the character after you.
No, they did.
Yeah.
Like, I was the
I actually
blueprint.
remember that.
I was the, and where did he start off? Drake and Josh.
Ooh.
And who was he in Drake and Josh? That crazy bitch. And you know what? You
Ooh.
want to know who's crazy and screams a lot?
Who?
Me. I'm the blueprint.
That part.
Shut up.
I feel like they just be eating like off of all of your work. Like I was in the writer's room actually for
I believe you.
Drake and Josh and iCarly.
And they said,
I saw
who
you on the
can-
mood board.
yeah, I was. And it was
Yeah.
probably a picture of me when I was, what, 3?
Literally. That's
And-
sick. People have no like morals these
And
days.
it's like I don't get any credits. I don't get any royalties.
Literally.
They just used my entire.
Do you ever think about suing them?
I have, and I've tried, but I've signed an NDA, so I,
Oh my
I
God.
can't talk about it.
It's okay.
I've signed 3 NDAs so far.
Yeah.
I could get in trouble for talking.
Really?
Watch them send me like a cease and desist.
No, stop talking about
Like,
it.
I'm just kidding.
Stop.
Watch the creators of Nickelodeon send me a cease and desist. Like, please stop making up fake drama.
Literally.
No,
I love doing that though.
Speaking of iCarly, they were influencers. You know what we have in common with them?
What?
We're influencers.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
We're literally iCarly. This is iCarly. Wait, okay. Which ones are we though? Like, who's who? I guess you would have to be Carly because you're like the host of the show.
And then you would be Sam? But like, do you own a Buttersock?
I don't, and I don't like Buttersock.
Maybe you're Sam's twin, the nice one.
Ooh, yeah, because I'm not Freddie.
No.
Freddie, I don't like his outfits at all.
He was always in like a button up and like those khaki shorts.
Wait, do you remember his mom?
Yeah.
That crazy bitch. Like,
if I ever had a mom like that, I don't know what story Freddie lived on, but I would have jumped out the window.
Literally, there's no way.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. The way we've been talking about iCarly for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah. And like I have like a whole outline in front of me of like
Oh.
things we can be talking about. Okay, well, like now that we're talking about influencers.
Yeah.
How long have you been on TikTok and how long have you been posting videos?
Okay, so I've been on TikTok for about a year and a half. But my account had gotten deleted in April and I was like at 900 something K. Yeah. And I had to restart.
When you restarted, what was like the video that blew up your account again?
I feel like people already knew me from my old account. So like the first video that I posted, I got like 20K followers.
As you should.
Literally. And then I blew up even more on this account. So I guess this is God's plan.
What was like, I guess like your first ever big video that blew up?
Like ever?
Yeah.
I was this one video, I was like in my backyard in my country ass house, and it was like something like you're like a bad bitch, right? Like, and it was just like a note to self, and then I posted it and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I woke up and it was like at fucking like 1 million views, and this is before I had like any clout or anything. I was like, oh, that's
and then that little rush hit you and you said, I can keep doing this.
Literally. And then when I seen like people making money for real off of this, like people getting a bag off of social media, I was like, yeah,
this is for me.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. I think my first ever like big video for me, well, I've been on TikTok since I think 2018, end of 2018. Yeah, because when I had it, I was beginning of 2019. Yes, 2019. Because
were you in high school or no?
I just graduated high school and I started the summer going into my freshman year of college. And I remember my first video that ever like really blew up. I made a video. Basically, there was like this trend at the time where it was like, you say your different nationalities, but I was like, I want to put a twist on this. So I said that my nationality was Napoleon Dynamite and Ratatouille.
Oh my God.
So like I put photos of Linguini and Napoleon, and then that one did really well. And then I did my daily scream, and that's how I am.
Period. That's real. Do you still do a daily scream?
Yeah, I do.
I love that for you. I need something that I do every day.
I did a daily scream about me having to climb out my car window.
Really? Oh my gosh. I feel like screaming is so therapeutic.
I do too. It is.
It is.
I actually found that out. Someone,
How?
I think it was when I was getting interviewed for Paper Magazine, and the person interviewing me, she was really sweet. She was like, did you know that screaming is actually a form of therapy? Like people actually go to like these screaming rooms and they just scream. And I said, no, but that makes sense because after screaming I felt a lot better.
Yeah, screaming rooms, that's so extra. I'm sorry.
If I ever have a house built, adding a screaming room.
I feel like you can scream anywhere, like on not anywhere. People will definitely look at you crazy, but I don't think you need to go to a room to do that. Like, you have to pay to get a room just to scream in there.
You can scream in your apartment, your house, your driveway, and you know what? If someone judges you, screw you.
Literally,
like, mind your damn
louder.
business.
Like, what What is that?
You don't know what I'm going through.
Literally, you don't
For all
know
you
my
know, I
life.
had my tires slashed.
Literally, bitch.
I'm like in debt.
Like
My
you don't
cat
know
just got
me.
run over.
Yeah, oh.
If all three things were happening to at once, wouldn't you scream?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next time you see someone screaming on the side of the road and you're like, wow, what the hell is that bitch doing? Put yourself in their shoes.
Boom. Period. Wait, you said you started TikTok before you started college. Did you finish college?
I'm still in college.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You go to school?
Yeah.
Where you go to school at?
I go online now. So I was at community college. I was actually there in a scholarship program.
Ooh.
So I was in community for free. And then essentially the way that it worked was, in order for me to still have this scholarship, I had to take a certain amount of courses and have a certain amount of credits per semester.
Yeah.
And at one point I was like finishing up, and while I was finishing up, I only had to take 2 more classes, but because it didn't meet the like credit criteria, they wouldn't cover my scholarship anymore.
Dang.
So I was like, I'm not paying for this. Like, I'm not paying for these 2 classes. I'd rather just transfer to a 4-year with the credits I have. And I did. And I went to SNHU, and I immediately started my junior year. But everything is online with SNHU, and I'm going for my master's. So
oh my God. Master's in what?
Communications.
Period.
With a specialty or focus in social media.
Really? I love that for you, because I feel like when most people blow up, they just stop going to school. I definitely did.
I took an off year, and I'm not in school currently, but I am going back. I've been talking about it with my school counselor.
Yeah. Did you like going to school?
I love school.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like crazy. I don't mean to be like quirky, no, but I got good grades all throughout high school.
Really?
I was
so
like,
you like learning?
Oh, I was like study hard. I did. In high school, I was like in a whole bunch of extracurricular clubs, and on top of that, I was.
What type of kid were you in high school? I want to know that.
I need you to imagine me, braces, chubbier, like 2 friends. Let me describe you my freshman year.
Okay.
I didn't have really any friends, and I used to walk around the hallways, I'm not joking, with a stick, and I would talk to the stick. And then by my sophomore year, I was like, why the hell isn't anyone talking to me?
Yeah.
And then it kind of clicked in my brain, and I was like, damn, bitch, you're walking around school with a stick in your hand.
What type of stick?
Like a stick I found outside.
Really? Like, was there a new one every day?
Nope, it was the same one.
How did you like keep it intact?
I would just walk around with it in my hands and then like put it in my locker.
What was your reasoning for doing that?
I don't know. I was just really freaking weird. Like I was weird.
It's camp.
But I got good grades.
Yeah.
I graduated with a 4.2 GPA.
Really? Were you like top of your class?
Top 3%, which is why I got the scholarship.
Gosh, period. I love that for you.
How were your grades in high school?
Honestly, I wasn't a bad student, but I wasn't like anybody who tried like to do the extra. Well, actually, like when I first started high school, I was into that, like the whole like beta club and stuff. But then I just stopped caring like halfway through because I was like, I hate this, and I just stopped doing it. And then college came around, and yeah.
Were you just like through college?
Yeah. No, I went to college, but I dropped out. Like when I dropped out like last semester.
I don't blame you. College is expensive. And then they're like, this is what really like, I didn't know that there were 2 kinds of financial aid. I thought I know that there's one where you don't have to pay it back.
Yeah, the grant.
And then there's another one where you do. And when I was in SNHU, I didn't know that I didn't get the grant. Like I genuinely was like, oh, I got a grant, so I'm just gonna pay for my school books and yada yada.
Yeah.
And then when I was moving, I saw like this real big number in my what's it called?
Your loan thing.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, and I literally I called them and I was like, what's this? And they were like, oh, well, it just builds interest over time. You don't have to pay it now, just like once you graduate. And I literally at the time I was like, I want to start paying it off now. I don't want any more. And they're like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. So I was fortunate enough where I paid it all off, but I do not want to have to take out any, especially because they build interest.
Wait,
like,
so it gets higher every year?
Yes. Like, And then we have people out there that are like, oh, no one goes to school nowadays. Yeah, well, no shit, because I don't want to pay an arm and a leg to get an education when I can just go to the library and read a good book.
Literally, or go on YouTube and get the same information for free.
Literally, I can go on YouTube and look up how to invest in the stock market and probably make...
Like what? YouTube is like a university in itself, because I feel like a lot of things that I learned that I probably could have learned in school, I learned for free online.
Did you?
TikTok?
When you went to college, did you go to school in Atlanta, or where did you go?
Yeah, I went to Georgia State University.
How was that?
A hot ass mess. Like, okay, so it was cute at first, but then, okay, the only reason it was cute is because I went to school during the pandemic. You know how during the pandemic, like,
it was roll out of bed, Zoom.
Literally, Zoom, Chegg, all them websites.
Cheats.
Yeah.
Like, take a test.
It was
and it's
real
like,
easy. Literally.
Tab.
Oh, God. The group me's, like, it was so easy to pass. And then quarantine, they was letting anybody pass. Like, I remember I graduated during the pandemic, too. So it was people I literally never even saw go to school graduate. And I was like, there is no way. Like, there's no way. But, yeah, so that was cute. But then the next year, I went, like, on campus. And I was like, oh, so this what y'all got going on? Like, I'm not doing this. Like, so I literally got a job, and I just started working, like, hella, like 40 hours a week, so I could afford to still pay for where I was staying.
When I was at Starbucks, that's what I was doing.
Oh, you were a Starbucks buddy? Did you like that?
That's where my daily scream started.
Oh my God. No, I could
allegedly, because I don't want them to sue me. I'm on a Starbucks, like, I've mentioned this before on my podcast, but I'm on, like, a blacklist with Starbucks.
Wait, why?
My daily scream videos.
But, it was about Starbucks?
There was one video with my daily scream where you saw my green apron, and I put in my 2 weeks. The green apron video went viral, and then my manager called me to the back the day I started my 2 weeks and was like, so there's an open investigation under your name that's probably going to result in you getting fired. So, like, you have every right to just, like, not come in anymore if you don't want to and just, like, quit on the spot.
Open investigation is crazy.
And you know what I said? I said, okay, so can I go home now? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, bye.
Literally.
So
no, you're better than me. When I put in my 2 weeks, I don't go. Actually, I never put in a 2 weeks, because I feel like whenever I stop going to a job, it's because they just pissed me off. They had me so messed up. Like, I just leave.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Wait, so how long have you lived in Georgia, though?
My entire life.
Really?
Yes. I'm a country bumpkin. Like, it's bad.
So is this your first time in LA?
No, it's my second time in LA.
Have you seen any, like, big differences being here?
Oh, for sure. I feel like, okay.
Because you're East Coast, right?
Yes.
I'm East Coast.
You are? Okay. So you're from New York?
New Jersey.
Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay, period. Wait, so do you see any difference?
Oh, hell yeah.
Which do you like more?
Ooh. Okay, so I've talked about this before. I think there is a difference between, like, influencer culture in LA. Like, I love California. Like, I've wanted to live here my whole life, and I'm fortunate enough to live here now. But I don't want to say all of them, but, like, a vast majority of influencers out here are...
What's the tea on influencers? Because I feel like every influencer that I've met has been super cool.
Well, I feel like all the influencers, like, you probably have lined up in your head are people I've met and I like.
Oh, okay.
Like, I love Fanita, Challen, Arrington, like Polo. Like, I've met people where I'm like, oh, I love you guys. But there are also, it's like, you go to enough parties where it's like you meet these people and it's like these influencers are just copy and paste.
Really?
It's like, we need to hang out. No, seriously, I'm being so serious. Like, we need to hang out. Let's get brunch. No, and then you never see them again.
Oh my gosh.
Or like they'll tell you their entire life story and you're like, I just met you.
Literally.
Or you'll like meet people and you really like them as a person, but they're just like way too open and they'll tell the wrong people stuff and then they end up in just like messy.
Wait, so how do you even get, like, when you go to these influencer parties, like, are you just like Mr. Popular, like Mr. Popular, like you get invited to all of it, or like you just go with somebody else?
So Tati and me, we were laughing because we were on FaceTime together because we both got invited to this party. And before we went to the party, I was telling her, I was like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't want to go either. And we both have a mutual friend named Jazzy who was the one being like, guys, come on, go. And we were like, we don't want to. And she was like, why? And I was like, guarantee we're going to get there. Either everyone's going to be on their phones or everyone's going to be in like different cliques and circles and no one's going to be dancing. Everyone's just going to be like huddled in circles. And if you overhear these other people talking, they're like, ugh, so boring.
Really?
You want to know why it's boring? Because you bitches are boring.
No, like if I moved to LA and went to a party with you, I would turn up.
Oh, no, we did.
Oh, you did?
But I saw Tati and that's when I was like, okay, it's going to be a good night because I literally pointed, like I tapped her shoulder and I said, turn around. The hot tub lined with people sitting on their phones.
Oh my God.
And I was like, this is what we're talking about. And then that same night, some random girl gave me a wig and was like, here, take it. And I was like, what do I do with it? And she was like, I don't know. She was like blacked out. And then she left and I just was on a dance floor swinging a wig around.
Period. Was it like a good wig too?
It didn't feel like Party City, so I guess.
Period. You won.
Yeah, and then I threw it in a bush.
Oh my gosh, why?
I don't know. Like I was just like like
wig.
some random girl just handed you a wig.
Really? Wait, so you be seeing these influencers like, and they just don't talk to anybody? Like, do they not introduce themselves to like other people, or is like just like the people they came with? That's who they're gonna hang out with.
It's like, I hate to like put it in this manner, but to me it almost feels like it's either hi bye, like it's very like hi bye, and at these like there is no like Mr. Popular because it's like everyone at these influencer parties are influencers. That's why you were even able to get in, which sucks. Like even even saying that, but it's like you will notice that it's almost as though people with a large following, typically those people will stick together, and it's almost like
and like tiers.
A class system
oh my God.
At these parties. And it's like, you can say hi to them, but it's also one of those things where I'm not like that. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I have been with friends who I've like added as plus ones, and I've been to these parties and I will see someone and they'll say hi to me and not acknowledge my friend. And I'll be like, oh, and this is my friend. Say hi to them too, bitch.
I hate that shit.
Because it's like, they're a human being. They're here with me. Literally. And then what the hell do I look like? Like, I just invited my friend to this party. First of all, you're all on your phones. You're boring as hell. And now people are saying hi to me and not them.
That's so messed up. And is it
Have you been to a party here yet?
I haven't. Okay, I've been... No, a party? I've been to an after party, but I've never been to like an influencer party.
Ooh.
Next time I come.
You know where you need to go?
Where?
Not an influencer party.
Really? I want to experience it at least once though.
No, experience it, but afterward, like go there for an hour and then afterwards, we need to go like to a club.
WeHo. The Abbey.
The Abbey! No!
The Abbey's
never
tea.
that.
Why? I love the Abbey. I'm sorry.
Okay, the Abbey's fun, but I'm more of like beaches.
Beaches? Yeah.
You've been to beaches?
I haven't been to any beach in Cali.
No, like beaches as in...
Beaches is a club? It was a bar?
It's a bar, yeah.
What is that like?
Okay, so I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to get anyone fired, but the first time I ever went to beaches, I was 20. My birthday, by the way, was in like 2 weeks, so it was like okay-ish.
Yeah.
I was turning 21, but I was there, and this person recognized me. They worked at beaches, and they told the security guard that I was their best friend from home visiting.
Really?
And the security was like, oh, come on in. Then they bought me 3 shots, and I was like, whoop, whoop, party. And now whenever I go, I see people that I know, which is like amazing because beaches is just like chef's kiss.
What is this beaches? Like, where is it? Like,
it's like, okay, wait, how do you know when? It's like right before the Abbey. So you know how like the Abbey's on a corner?
Yeah.
If you're like walking to that corner, you're gonna pass beaches. And last time I was at beaches, I guess like one of the announcers at the club was like, I was so embarrassed because I had just got there. I was sober. Also, I was 21 at the time. And he was like, everybody give it up for the Daily Scream Queen and stuff. Spencewuah.
Oh my God.
Spencewa's in the building. And I turned and I said,
like you were hosting it.
Like,
I didn't get paid for this, actually.
I was like, please don't.
Cut the mic.
But Yeah, that happened.
That's actually kind of lit though.
It was crazy cuckoo.
You're like a celebrity.
No.
Why do you say that?
I feel like there's a difference between social media influencers and celebrities, and I don't say that in a bad way. I feel like, and when it comes to like cancel culture, it's almost like we're all held in the same regard, but at the same time, I feel like influencers are far more intimate with the people that support them, whereas like celebrities, if a celebrity is walking to their like limousine, their limo, and they have like security around them, and someone's like, oh, can I take a picture? And they're like, sorry, no. It's like, oh, we get it, you're a celebrity.
Yeah,
but like when it's us,
it's like, oh, this
it's
bitch,
like,
who the does she think she
like
is?
who do you
like,
think you are? You're like, you're
literally.
just, but it's like, I get it too.
But then again, I feel like at a certain like level, some influencers are celebrities, like the like, Charlies, the Addisons.
I agree,
definitely. But anyways, what were we talking about? You said you had braces in high school.
Oh, you are so like not you like remembering things you're supposed to be talking about. You said hold the hell up because you want to host the show because I was off topic. I was off topic and you said, no, let's get back on track. Braces, bitch. And I was going to ask you what you had braces too.
I did have braces.
We were talking about this backstage when it's like you're either really young when you get braces or you're like older when you get braces. How old were you when you first got braces?
I was 18. I was a late bloomer. No, and it was literally only because my parents didn't believe in that shit. It's crazy because they were like, the doctor is just trying to take your money. Your teeth are fine. Your teeth are fine. But then it's like when I turned 18, all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, you can go ahead and get braces. But it's like,
did you pay for your own braces?
I did not. I was under my parents' health insurance.
Health insurance?
Yeah, but now I literally don't have health insurance.
That's
bad.
Crazy.
It's bad for me.
Yeah. I got my braces on. I remember the day. It was March 14th.
Oh my god.
2016. And I remember because I was in the 8th grade and I got my braces on Pi Day.
Oh my god.
And I had braces for...
Oh my god, no.
I had braces for almost 6 years.
Wow, what? You was not taking care of them, were you?
Oh, I was. Okay, wait, let me get into this then. Okay, so 8th grade, get my braces on. Sophomore year, my braces come off. And they came off because I had a speech impediment. So I had to go to speech therapy for a year. But while I was in speech therapy, I had a permanent tongue gauge retainer in my mouth, which basically is like a retainer with spikes in it.
Oh my god.
So like it wouldn't allow my tongue to go to certain places because that's what was messing up my teeth. Then I got that off, and at the same time I was also wearing the mouth guard because as we mentioned, I had backstage, at least I was talking about how I had TMJ, like the
clenched jaw.
Yep.
Thing. Yeah.
Get my braces back on. Before I get my braces off, though, my orthodontist said I had to get my wisdom teeth removed.
Oh my god.
I go to get my wisdom teeth removed. I didn't know this, guys, but you want to know a really funny way to find out that you like need more Novocaine or you need more numbing medication? It's to actually feel your tooth crack in your mouth, and that's how you know, like, oh, maybe I need more than the average person.
And it was like super painful.
My mom knew too. My mom. Like, this is what actually, I was so mad at my mom because my mom never told me that she needs more Novocaine and she needs, like, more, what's it called? Like, laughing gas than the average person.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I didn't think you'd get that, like, gene.
Yeah.
I was like, well, it would have been nice to at least know beforehand because I was in there getting this wisdom teeth removed. This tooth, literally, they cracked it, and I literally said,
it hurts so bad.
I sat up with tears rolling down my eyes,
oh my God.
And I couldn't move my mouth because I knew if I did, I would feel pain. And they were like, "Did you feel that?" And I was like,
"Oh my gosh."
And then the doctor was like, he should not be able to respond right now. So then they put me back down, gave me more numbing medication, get my wisdom teeth out. Then I had dry socket. Do you know what that is? Oh, it's basically when you're like the hole where they remove the wisdom tooth, it doesn't like close. So I had to get rushed to the ER the next morning because I woke up and my mouth was glued shut by my own blood clot that was forming in between my braces. Go to the ER, they crank open my mouth. They then have to give me like this weird clotting medication
Yeah.
through like this like mask I had on my face. And then I was sent home, and now we're all good. Get a close up of
I
the
want to
smile.
know. Like, actually, though, my braces, you said you had yours on for 6 years?
Yeah.
I had mine on for less than a year, maybe like 4 or 5 months. And I took them off. Like, I found this girl on Instagram, and she was like, I be taking off braces. Like, she takes off braces, she does retainers. And I was like, shoot, like, I'll do this. Like, what? Because my parents were like, there's no way, like, you're getting your braces taken off, because I was still under their insurance. I was like, I'll show them. So I messaged DM this girl, and she's like, yeah, I took off braces. I'm like, bet. She has, like, a site in her bio. I go to the site. I book to get my braces taken off and to get a retainer. She takes off the braces. It's like the setup is like a lash studio or something. And, like, she takes off my braces. She makes me a retainer. And the rest is history.
Okay, so screw you. Because you're like, yeah, I had braces on for less than a year. And also I got them off in, like, some garage.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm here like, yeah, I had them for 6 years. Had a blood clot. Was rushed to the ER.
Yes.
Had, like, a speech therapist for a year.
But braces are actually the worst, though. Like, you remember, like, when they would, like, cut your mouth? Like, all the time.
The day I got my braces on, one of my brackets popped off.
Oh, my God.
Like, the day. So not only is my entire mouth sore because my teeth were messed up. Like, I always like to tell people, I need you to picture in your brain, like, straight teeth smile looks like.
Yeah.
Now, imagine God taking a jackhammer and just going ham in your mouth.
Oh, my God.
Because that's what my mouth looked like before braces.
No way.
So
I need to see.
Speaking of mouths, let's or teeth or braces, let's shut up, because we are close on time and we have been rambling and rambling.
Yes.
What did I tell you before we did this?
Yeah,
I
we
said
just
we're
talk
going to
about
have an outline
anything.
and we're just going to talk.
Period. I feel like that's real, though. I think people like podcasts like that because it's just a conversation.
It's just a conversation.
Yeah.
Well, before we close, do you want to tell everybody your handles, where they can find you,
Sure.
any new fun projects coming up?
Of course. My name's Aliyahs Interlude. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all Aliyahs Interlude. And I'm dropping music this year before the end of the year, and I want y'all to stream so bad.
Oh,
but make
you
sure
better
y'all follow me.
stream.
Me and Spencer are like this. So if you don't mess with Spencer, you don't mess with me. Period.
And if you don't stream Aliyah's songs, then I don't stream with you.
Boom.
All right, everybody, you know the deal. You can find this podcast on all streaming platforms. And of course, as I always like to say, you hate my guts if you don't watch this on YouTube at the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Thank you, Aliyah, for being here and talking with me. And I will see you all next week. I love you.
Bye.